Hello, Professor. Here is my assignment number 4 video. So for number 1, I needed to create a view named Popular Technicians that it lists the artist on and off screen who worked in more than one movie, also provides the number of movies each artist worked on. This uses data from the movies, artist, and movie cast tables, joins all three tables to show the relationship between them, and then our output will match what you had for your assignment. For the first line right here, this creates a named virtual table. And if it already exists, it will overwrite or replace it. The select right here selects the last name from the artist table labeled as technician. And then a count of distinct movie ideas from movie cast labeled as number of movies worked. This shows how many different movies each artist worked on. The from start from the movie cast table, which links the people or the artist to the movies. The next join with the artist table so we can access the names of the people in the movie cast right here. And then this join right here, join with the movies table to satisfy our requirements for all three tables. Our group by, we group the results by the artists so we can count how many movies each one has worked on. And then we use our having function. So we show only including the artist who worked on more than one movie. And then this part right here is going to show the results. So let's see. Let me run it. And as you see, it has the two technicians that worked on more than one movie, and it matches the output for the assignment. All right, it's down. Okay, for number 2, we needed to create and call a stored procedure, must watch movies. We use a cursor to get the results from the movie name, distributor, and year of release. We filter the movies where the gross is bigger than 2 million. And for the output is a string variable that contains each movie's name and release year. And it's separated by um, the 4 straight lines and single quotes. All right, so if you look up right here, we use the delimiter. This changes the statement from the semicolon to the 2 forward slashes so we can so we're able to write a multi-line SQL for the stored procedure without having to end early since there's going to be multiple semicolons in there. And then we create the procedure right here, must watch movies. So the declare done, this is a flag that tells the loop when to stop. And then our declare movie title and declare year val and declare results. These are variables to hold. So the title for each movie title, the year for the year release, and the results will be the final formatted string that will hold all the movies. The declare cursor, this defines a cursor that selects movies where the gross is more than 2 million. It retrieves the title and the year, part of the release date, and then we sort it alphabetically by title. The declare here sets up a handler so that when the cursor reaches the end of the results, it sets done equal to true and exits the loop. Right there. And then the open opens the cursor to start reading the data. Right here, the read loop, that's the beginning of the loop that processes each row from the cursor. So next is the fetch. That fetches the next row of data into the variables. If there's no more data, done equals true, then we exit the loop. And here is where we set the results with, we can cat it with how we want to set up our output right here, where it's separated by the quote, single quotes, and then also the four straight lines. That's what we append each movie and year with. And then right here is our end loop and close cursor. And then our end and delimiter right here. This ends the procedure and resets our delimiter back to normal. And lastly, we call the procedure. So let's do that and see if our results match. Okay, and here's our results in the same order as you had on the requirements. And that is it for assignment number 4. Thank you, Professor.